Hi Dave, nice to see you today. Just want to cover a few things we discussed during today's lesson. Really, a couple of things in your setup. The first thing was your alignment. We just noticed that your body was aiming too far to the right of your target. So we changed that position by opening yourself up and making you a little bit more square to the ball to target line. So you've got your body aiming a little bit left of your target with your club face aiming straight at your target. The other part was with your left hand grip. We noticed that was in a weak position, so when you looked down you couldn't really see any knuckles at all. So we got you to turn that over the top of the golf club a little bit, round to the right, so when you look down you can clearly see 2.5 knuckles, and also in turn that created a V position between your index finger and your thumb, which pointed somewhere up towards your right ear. We also discussed the way you held the golf club, so you was using an overlapping grip to start off with. What we suggested that an interlocking grip would be a little bit more comfortable. So making sure you interlock the club, interlock your hands on the club, and making sure you can clearly see 2 knuckles on your left hand, and then your 2 V's on your left hand and your right hand are pointing somewhere between your right ear and your right shoulder. Also, we had a look in your setup and the balance position. The weight mainly during your setup was favouring your heels a little bit. Now we asked you to just lean forward a touch more to try and shift that weight favouring the ball with your feet. This is just going to help with your balance during that golf swing. We also said during the swing that you had a little bit of lateral movement to your right hand side, or a little bit too much lateral movement to your right hand side. Just so we can see there, we take you back a little bit further. You can see how you've drifted out of that circle on the way back. And again, it's not a problem providing you've got the weight transfer on the downswing to recover from that. But as we saw, as we discussed during the video itself, you can see that as you're approaching impact, all your head's still to the right of that circle, and your upper swing centre is behind the centre line where it started. All this creates is the heavy shots that you've been experiencing, but mainly when you miss that ground, you're catching the ball on the top edge, causing that top shot that you've been experiencing quite a bit, especially today. And as a result of that, we did have a look at your finish position a little bit later. As you can see there, both feet are flat on the floor, and also your upper body and all your weight now is on this back foot on your right side. So we're looking in relation to your swing centre line at address, then everything's behind that line. So everything what you do is creating a position where you're trying to lift that golf ball in there. You're trying to hit it on the upswing to get it up in the air. As we did suggest during the swing, we want to actually hit that golf ball down into the floor. So we want a descending blow into the ball, and we're going to use the loft of the golf club to get the ball up into the sky. So we showed you a little demonstration here with Donald. You can see there, he's still got the same circle and the swing centre. So we asked you to try and rotate your shoulders a little bit more, trying to stay a little bit more on that centre line. So have less lateral movement to your right hand side and try and stay more centred on the backswing. And in turn, just have slight weight transfers into the left hand side, creating a much better finish position where your weight's standing nice and tall over your left side, and you're up on your right tiptoe, your belt buckle in your chest are facing your target. So in turn, getting into that position, or a better finish position with your weight all on your left hand side, ensures that you've got the weight transfer coming through to the left on that downswing. So if we can get you to rotate your body a little bit more, staying more centred during the backswing, will make the consistency of the shot and the hit much better, and the finish position will be much easier to achieve. So we gave you a couple of drills to work on. One of those was to take a setup next to a wall and just rest your head on the wall. Again, because your head's fixed on a point, you're concentrating and getting more feelings of your body rotating without your head swaying from side to side. And also, we got you to play a few shots with your feet together and the ball in the centre. Again, this is just going to stop you from making any lateral movement side to side, making the shots a little bit more consistent. And also the swing thought at the end of everything was to create a good finish position. So, good luck with all that. If you need any help at any point, just give me a call or come and see me at the driving range. But I look forward to seeing you again very soon.